So, do you have a hobby? What's your hobby? What do you like doing apart from chasing kids up and down? Do you have anything that gives you joy you can do even in the comfort of your home, apart from pursuing children, cooking, cleaning, mopping? Those things that can get overwhelming most times. Do you have a hobby? It's very important as moms that we have hobbies, because sometimes they are the things that can keep you sane, especially if your children are still below the age 5 bracket like my own. It's very necessary. If you don't want to lose yourself in motherhood, if you don't want to start struggling with your identity, not knowing who you are, it's very important that you have some creative things that you do that make you happy outside looking after children. So that's what I'll be sharing in this video, some creative hobby ideas for moms of very little kids. So if this is the type of content you like to see, stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I really appreciate it. My name is Rita. If you're seeing me for the first time, this is my channel where I talk about my life as a young mother living in Nigeria. So young motherhood life, womanhood, that's what I talk about here. And to my old subscribers, thank you so much. You already know. Thank you for sticking with me. I really appreciate it. So this is going to be a short video, I hope. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing some creative ideas for hobbies of moms of little children. What type of English is that? Creative hobby ideas for moms of very little children. So I wrote them down in my book, so forgive me if I have to consult my book for this video. So I share them into handcrafts, design and art, social, digital or graphic, outdoors, and then brainy hobbies if you like to ransack your brain and stuff. So let's get right into it. The very first hobby idea is handcrafts. Handcrafts is very good. You could paint, you could knit. Remember in our secondary school, they used to give us projects, all these knitting and crochets. I never took my time to learn those things. I just did the basics and forgot about them. For instance, I can knit, but I can't do any elaborate design. I can just be knitting the thing straight and be going all around. Like, no, I didn't take my time to learn those things. But even though you think that knitting and crocheting or painting might be outdated, they are not outdated though. They are not outdated. If you can do it, try doing it, even if it's weekends or in the evenings or while you're watching your kids play. You could knit something. It will make you feel good. I have a friend that does it. She knits their tablecloths by herself, and their home is so beautiful, and she said that it's something that she enjoys doing and it makes her happy. You know, this family life can be too much for one person sometimes, so finding something you love is very, very important. So you could sewing is actually another very lovely hobby to have. Sewing your own clothes. I see people that can design their own clothes as many have a superpower. I can also, even if it's a handkerchief, to save my own life. So under handcrafts, we have soap making, cooking, baking, just anyone that you like. Just do it. It will make you happy, apart from chasing after children all the time. Then the second one is design and art. Okay, I see a lot of DIY projects on YouTube. I love, even though I'm not a DIY person, I prefer store-bought. Like you that is the DIY person, just do it and give it to me. I'll pay you and I go. But DIY projects is also a very interesting hobby to have as a mom. The very good thing about DIY is that you get to teach your kids, you get to do it with them, and generally everyone is having a nice time. So under design and arts, I have DIY projects, I have interior decoration, I have playing an instrument. You could learn to play an instrument, you could learn to sing. Singing too is under design and arts. When I was in secondary school, when I was in university, I think I started learning how to play keyboard or something, but fell off along the way. I wish I learned it now. It would have been so nice, like to be able to play keyboard on my own, but it was all the will of God. So playing an instrument, singing also comes under design and arts. Then the next one is social hobbies. If you're the social type, you could join an online book club, play chess, board games with people online or with an app. You could also mentor people. If you have any area of life that you're knowledgeable about, you could also mentor people. Maybe you start it for free, and then when people start trusting in you and what you do, you can then start charging for it. That's another type of hobby you can have. Then under digital and graphic hobbies, you know the first one I mentioned now, YouTube. If you don't already have a channel and you're watching me right now, if you love digital and graphic hobbies, start up a YouTube channel, document your life. Just, you know, like I watch a lot of interesting channels on YouTube, and mostly mom channels. I love to watch mom channels a lot because it fascinates me. Like, behind the scenes of this woman's life now is just maybe hectic, everything, like toddlers crying up and down, or a newborn baby needing her attention, and she still finds time to do what she loves. So if you love digital content or graphic, you're the graphic kind, start a YouTube channel. You can do blogging. For instance, I blog on Instagram and I write too, so you can start blogging. You can start writing about areas of your interest. You could also do photography, podcasts. There are so many things you can do if you're into the digital aspect of life. Then the next one, outdoors. The first thing you can do outdoors, you could start working out. You could start running every morning. I'm still trying to start to, but I'm just suggesting to you, if you understand. You can start working out. You could also work out indoors. It depends. You can start working out, then you start you could have a garden, even if it's in your balcony. Okay, there's this mommy channel I love, Blessing Okay. There's this her video, she showed us her garden in her balcony, and it was so lovely. Before, I used to think that you have to have this big space at the back of your house to have a garden, but after I saw Mrs. Blessing's beautiful garden, I fell in love with it. So gardening is actually something else you can do. Then the last but not the least, if you're the brainy kind, like anything book, you love it. You love book things, you could learn a new language. You could read more books instead of just looking after children and going to bed. You could start learning a language. You could read more books. You could do crossword puzzles, whatever it is that can pick your brain, since you love brainy things. So that's it. So do you have a hobby, like I asked at the beginning of this video? What's your hobby? Please let me know in the comment section. If you've watched me for some time, you should already know my hobbies are writing and public speaking. I also love reading a lot. I read a lot of books. In fact, I read books as much as I eat. Sometimes I hide away to read books, and my husband will find me. So I read, and then I love public speaking, and then I write too. So what's your own hobby? Please let me know. Did you enjoy this video? Please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It helps my channel to grow, and I really appreciate your support. So that's it for this video. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.